end of the season. Bowl positioning, playoff spots, all on the table, but only if you find a way to win. Welcome to Austin, Texas, and DKR, home of the Texas Longhorns. As we'll see, the defending national champions, the Missouri Tigers, taking on a team that ranks in the top 5 in this conference, the Texas Longhorns. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. And the Longhorns will kick it away to start us off. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. So the Missouri Tigers offense will have the ball first. They got an incredibly efficient performance. This guy last time out. Now, Jesse, it's about making that a consistent thing.
Yeah, I think the most impressive thing watching that tape back from his last game is the ball never touched the ground, David. It was amazing. It wasn't that he was so accurate throwing the ball deep down the field. It's just that the ball was always going to the open guy. He did a really good job checking it down, taking the profit when it wasn't open downfield. That kept the offense on schedule. That's really important for this offense today.
And when you're watching it as a defensive player and coming to this football game, man, you know this is going to be a challenge. I better get pressure on this guy. If I let him feel comfortable, you'll see another day like last week. I mean, that dude was accurate. Almost every ball was caught. They were in rhythm. They're going to have to find some creative ways to get him off his spots and make him feel uncomfortable.
In the season, that crisp air all around you, and this feels like a must-win game, guys.
This is a game that will impact the college football playoff. It'll have conference championship implications, and it'll have bowl game implications as well. David, so much riding on the line in this one.
And you can feel it, man. You can feel the energy. The players this week, they were on high. Like, you could tell they were ready for the challenge. This is going to be an absolute showdown.
We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
To the ground with the back. Turning it on! Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down.
You want to settle everybody in on the road? You want to take the nerves away? Run the football. Really, really good job. The offensive line, they're physical and nasty. They're not nervous. They're not worried about this crowd getting loud. They just want to hit you right in the mouth, and they started the game off with some good physicality.
Missouri comes to the line with another first down. They're going to ride this running back. And the defense
making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
Davis will throw down to help him on the next play.
Yeah, I think people look at that negative sometimes, finding a quarterback that's a game manager. No, use your brain. Set up good situations. I'm way more successful when I can keep those sticks in a more manageable situation, and I'm not as predictable on a third down.
They'll throw on third and short. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Keeping it on the ground with the running back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and handing the ball off.
They've got a solid drive working, but now looking at 2nd and 11. Back to pass. Fires to the tight end. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
Mizzou coming out with a fresh set of downs. On the run, it's Green. Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
The noise level is relentless here on 2nd down. Direct snap. He's got enough for a Missouri first down.
Well, they needed 2 yards for that first down. The running back doing just enough to make sure he keeps this drive alive.
First down in the red zone, and this crowd imploring its defense to stand firm. Davis looking to pass. Caught over the middle. It's Flanagan. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line.
It's a nice job running the in route there by the receiver. And the best thing he did after he made his break, he didn't trail and fade away. He actually attacked the football. That's a good lesson for young receivers out there watching.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Defense has dominated the early part of this game, and the stats point that out emphatically. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm as we start the 2nd quarter. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. They go to the ground. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here.
And you've got to think there's 11 guys on defense right now keying in on this running back. They've watched the tape. They've seen this guy gash defenses. He's scored a boatload of touchdowns this season. You're anticipating him getting the football here.
On 1st and goal, Missouri will try to strike Pater. They'll try to get it in with the run. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
That changes the sequence. Like, you think 1st and goal, maybe I can pound this several times, and now you get the loss. Now you got to rethink things a little bit. Do I want to throw the football now? Do I feel comfortable even running the ball? So that was a big stop for this defense on 1st down.
It just left that pass short. Not enough juice on that.
building. This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
It's 3rd and goal and 3rd and long. Offense changing the play. Wants to throw for it on 3rd and goal. He's got it on the move. Touchdown, Missouri! Hauled that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score.
You talk about ball control offense. This offense just held the ball for the whole first quarter, and then some. Strung a drive together, making the great plays when they needed them. That's a great opening statement from this offense.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Longhorns offense will take the field for the first time. And they're going to have to contend with a secondary that is one of the best in the nation, Jets.
They're a complete secondary, too. When you watch them on film, they're very good defending the pass and coverage, and they can play man and zone. But I like them, David, because they're not afraid to put their face in the fan. Everybody in the back end likes to tackle and likes to be physical.
There he goes! He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. The officials throw the flag, but the offense won't need it. They'll decline that and keep the big play. A costly penalty for this defense gives them a 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Oh, he drops the football. He had him right down the gut of the field. Instead, it'll be 2nd down. Guys, let's take a big view of Texas. A big-name running back, always a great get in the recruiting world. 4-star running back they got last week. Seems as if he'll fit in nicely here.
Oh, he's going to be a great fit. I mean, when you get a great player like that, the whole fan base gets jacked up. You see it all over social media, and it starts to build some momentum in your recruiting class.
How frustrating is that? You're that running back. Where were you supposed to go? There was absolutely no lane for him on that play.
On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. He'll try to do it himself. And he is corralled short of the line to gain. And the Longhorns decide to punt it away. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Boots' first of the day away was called on 4 times in the victory last week. Mizzou has it back in the offense coming out on the field. He stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. Davis will throw. Fires to the right. Makes a connection. And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
Got enough for the first, and he's still going. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33.
And a great job by the offensive line. If you're going to run the ball right at the middle, you better control the line of scrimmage. You can see the center, the guard, the tackles doing a good job getting on their guys just enough where this running back can get into space and make the big gain.
And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. Some early movement along the offensive line, and they'll walk it back.
Start offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Line gets set, 1st down. Wants to go up top. Safe completion on the screen. Oh, he's got some space. He makes the stop, and a nice pickup there on 1st down. Leaves them in 2nd and manageable.
Love the execution there in the screen. The running back shows pass protect. Last second turns around, so he's able to get the ball. The D linemen have already run past him. Now he can turn upfield for a big gainer.
5 wide receiver formation on 2nd and 9. Davis looking to pass. Gets it out quickly. He's really close to that 1st down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they'll talk it over to see if they can build on this lead before halftime. Horns up and ready to hook them. Serious noise on 3rd down in DKR. They'll try to get it through the air. Grabbed over the middle. It's Terry. They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that.
Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Bringing the heat. Snagged in the middle. It's Flanagan. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. This will be the 7th play of the drive, and they need to convert 3rd and 6. Davis will throw. Makes the grab. He gives them a fresh set of downs, and this one will be 1st and goal from the 6.
This offense is clicking, everything working together really well. Coordinator, quarterback, offensive line. Good rhythm, good flow. Defense is going to have to find something to kind of mess up this timing they got going on.
Missouri comes up with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And listen, it's tough. It's a tough proposition. This is a top 10 defense against the run. You know they're physical. You know who they are. But you're not going to bat an eye. And you're going to challenge your guys, especially in the red zone, to be more physical, to be able to continue to run the football against a really good defense.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. He's got it on the run. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers. Backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, no problem.
When you start in the black zone inside your own 20 coming out, it's difficult. You can give up a safety. You get worried about that. But the offense puts a great drive together. Great job executing. Great job getting a touchdown.
And the extra point makes it 14-0. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Hey, guys, just wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the Big 12. Arizona State is currently trailing, but this has been a back-and-forth affair. If that quarterback can find a little magic a la Jake Plummer, this might not be over just yet. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Cincinnati. For now, it's back to you fellas, but of course, if anything changes from Big 12 country... You'll hear about it here.
Thanks for the update on that one. Let us know when it goes final. To the air on first down. Fires to the wideout. It's incomplete and maybe a little too aggressive from this senior trying to fit that one in there.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw to your primary target like he was on that last one.
Grabbed in the middle. It's McCutcheon. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down. Wants to throw on third. Grab near the sticks. It's Bond. That'll be good enough for a first down. They'll mark it at the 30. Looking to throw on first down. Pulls it in. It's Simon. And they pick up just a few on that completion. The hurry up now. Second down. Clock ticking. Looking to fire. The quick out. They're now out across the 40, and he's out of bounds at the 42.
I'll tell you, QBs and receivers, they practice these out routes all week long. And you've got to anticipate. You've got to be comfortable throwing it before he gets out of his break. And they executed it perfectly right there to pick up that first.
That's caught. It's Simon. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
Wants to throw on first down. Catch in the middle. It's Gaines. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34.
And a great job by the QB, finding the running back, get him the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
Pulls it and fires to the left. And it is a good idea to gang tackle. First guy couldn't get it. Second guy finally did.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver. And you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
And here on second down, they'll send out the field goal unit to try to get 3 before the break. Doesn't have a straight-on shot here. He'll kick it from the left hash and 39 yards out. Dead center perfect. Now the lead is down to 11. That late in the half field goal always gives you a little boost going to the locker room, and they'll need to finish off these final few seconds and not allow them to answer. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. Looks like we've got a superb matchup in Austin today. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big fat W. With that said, Let's send it back to the guys at DKR.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. Missouri will kick it off to open this second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And here come the horns. They've got it again on offense. If they're going to get on top in this game, they're going to have to find a way to get the running game going in the second half.
Agree, so it can create some more balance, some more unpredictability. I feel like this defense has got a good beat on what they're doing, especially if they don't mix it up a little bit. So I do look for a little second half running the football Palmer out of this group.
And I think the thing, Dave, is they just got to be more physical. I don't think this is a scheme question about trying different run plays. I think it's up to the big fellas up front. They've just got to make the decision that they're going to be tougher here in the second half so that they can win this game.
And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
I got to be honest, I am shocked at just how well the defense has played in this game, especially stopping the run. We talked about statistically how they've struggled this season.
And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. The Longhorns will bring the punt team onto the field. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Makes the catch at the 45. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. They've come out smoking with touchdowns on each of their first two drives, and they're back to work now. Three tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. Hand off to the lone back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And sticking to the run. I'll tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn, and they continue to run the football even with little success. So this offense is going to continue to focus on running the football, you can tell.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Davis looking to pass. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
Man, this is exactly what you needed to see from this defense to start the second half. If you're down, you got to create some momentum. You got to get your offense a little bit excited. Nice job creating the sack. Perfect start to the second half for this defense.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. Missouri will have to send out the punt team. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He'll field the punt and see what he can get. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. Opening play of this drive comes from the 26-yard line. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, that receiver's looking at his teammates like, guys, what's up? You're not going to block for me on the screen? Seriously? I mean, I just lost yards on a screenplay. How does that happen?
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. They'll give it to the back. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose. Yards on the play.
This has got to be disappointing if you're the offense, guys. You were expecting to have a lot of success running the ball, especially against this defense, which has struggled so much this season, but just nothing doing. They have not been good enough in the trenches so far.
Throws to the wideout. It's caught downfield. All the way out the 45-yard line. Mark it out of bounds at the 46. And they just want to give this guy a chance to make a play on third down. And more times than not, he is going to deliver.
He's so good, so efficient, such a good route runner, got the speed, got the complete game. So you definitely want to highlight him, and especially on those downs that matter the most. If something's not open quick underneath, find him. He'll make those contested catches.
That's reeled in. It's Bond. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
Red pass, it's complete. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
And here comes the offense on second down. Here's the handoff. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, and this has been tough sledding. All right, this offense has really struggled to move the football, and this game's all but over. But here's the thing, man. Thank God you don't play this defense every week. And let's continue to work here and find something we do good and build maybe a little bit of momentum so next week we play a little bit better football.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Now on fourth down, they'll settle for a field goal try. He's already made one field goal, but this one is going to need a big leg. A 50-yard attempt coming. He boomed it through. A 50-yard field goal showing off that powerful leg.
And not to be the old guys in the booth, but we are the old guys in the booth. Man, 50-yard field goals used to be really, really hard. Kickers nowadays, man, they are making it look so much easier, and he does right there.
Mizzou has it back in the offense coming out on the field. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to regain that momentum, right? Go back to what was working earlier on in this one. And, David, to me, that starts with being the more physical team.
No, I definitely agree. Being the more physical team, but understanding the situation of the game. You're still winning. You got the football back. Now put a nice drive together and execute.
Perfect play call for that big gain to open the drive. Now here they come on 1st and 10. Davis will throw. Got the quick pass. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
Nice job there. Good timing between the QB and the wide receiver executing that out route.
Wide receivers everywhere on 2nd and 6. Makes the catch. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Tigers getting set on 1st and 10. Looking for space. It's Green. Picks up the first down, still moving. And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down. Inside the 25, they'll snap it from the 24, first down. Looking downfield on first down. Catch in the middle, it's Terry. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down.
When these wide receivers work the middle of the field, so much of this is feel. Understanding where the holes are in the zone, or understanding how to get leverage on a man. And these wide receivers are dangerous nowadays because they do it so fast and see that so quick and make those plays over the middle.
And the Tigers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. He'll get that one all the way down to the 4-yard line before he's stopped.
Really nice run there. And you've seen him do this a time and time again in this game so far. You've got the lead. We're way late in the third quarter now. Not going to surprise me if they just keep leaning on this guy a little bit. Keep force-feeding him the football because he is looking really good.
They're lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they have dialed up for this one. On the direct snap, it's Green. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Tigers! The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance.
And I like the running back's vision. He sees the hole, explodes through it. He knows where the goal line is, gets in the end zone, gets 6.
Missouri, 21, Texas, 6. Texas.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. Man, how comforting is it to know that even if your offense stalls out a little, Jesse, that field goal kicker can knock it in from a long way out.
Well, he's one of the best in the country, Reese, no doubt. But this offense would like him and prefer for him to kick an extra point on this drive. And to do that, David, they've got to have more rhythm on offense.
Yeah, create some more rhythm, create some more explosive plays, and maybe some more balance. And listen, it's nice to have that weapon and kick long field goals. If you kick too many field goals, you don't get very many W's.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. They'll run play action. Rush is on him. Under heat, he gets rid of it. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to fight another play.
This is a situation here in the third quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this, and all of a sudden have to throw the football when the defense knew that was going to happen. The incompletion there is not a big surprise. This defense knows what's coming, and it's all because of the points right now on the scoreboard.
Final play of the quarter coming. Third down play from the gun. Got it in the middle, it's Shannon. They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this third period. And talk about spreading the ball around, everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. Just about ready to go in the fourth, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. Direct snap. They forced ahead just a bit. Not a lot working with the Wildcat there. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Out of the gun, the inside give. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here. The Longhorns come to the line trying to find a way to convert on third and very short. He'll go to the sneak.
And let's not complicate this. It's worked before. The QB sneak continues to get first downs. Keep using it. Keep moving the chains.
The Longhorns are on the move.
Get set. Get set.
Been showing them the run. Now they'll throw it. Got it in the middle. It's McCutcheon. Finally brought down at the 31. It's a pickup of 15 yards on the play, and they've got a first down. And the Longhorns come to the line with a new set of downs.
42 Spider. 4-2 Spider.
Looking to throw on first down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. They've put this ball on lockdown. 8th play of the drive coming up. And back to the air on 2nd down. Caught over the middle. It's Shannon. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And this offense is going to have to be aggressive, right? Down a couple of possessions. Got to continue to get these first downs. Move quick. Don't be in a hurry. But they've got to keep the accelerator down because they need some explosive plays.
Wants to throw it. Grabbed over the middle. It's Hale. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike.
It's definitely the wide receiver's job to create space, right? So whether you're running a go or you're running a hitch like this right here, I got to find a way to push off legally or just create a little bit of space to get some positive yards.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Plucks it out of the air. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Texas! And with the lead sitting at 9, they'll try to make it a 1-possession game.
And the defense has to be able to do a better job on the back end, tackling this receiver and keeping him out of the end zone.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Hey, fellas, here's a quick update on a top 25 clash today. LSU is down, but they are not out of it. Not in Tiger Stadium, a place Bear Bryant once said was like playing inside a drum. Maybe the best home field advantage in football. They're trailing by just 4 to Georgia. It's an outcome that, if it holds, will have SEC fans buzzing all week. Guys?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. And another big game for this offense. They are putting explosive pass after explosive pass up in this one. They used the chunk play to cross midfield, and they've got it 1st and 10 just outside the 40. That's caught. It's Terry.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in the game like this, right, you still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
With myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Davis looking to pass. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you could tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
Grab near the marker. It's Roberts. Really nice job to convert that 3rd down, and they've got it at the 33. Boy, the defense really needed to get off the field there, and they just couldn't do it, and it's a fresh set of downs.
Man, that hurts. When you're trailing late in the ball game, you need those stops, and you get them to 3rd down. You get them to those critical points. Now they get the 1st down. You don't have many left. You better get aggressive.
Wants to go up top on 1st down. With the catch, it's Green. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. The Tigers can really attack on this 2nd and short. Back to pass. Pulls it in. It's Flanagan. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. From the 17-yard line, threatening to score on 1st and 10. They'll run it to keep the clock moving. Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Davis will throw. He's got it and still on his feet. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play, in prime position for a score.
You see a lot of offenses late in the football game with a lead get conservative. I like they didn't. Like, they trusted the passing game. You're going to get looks that you know what they are. Defense has to be aggressive. You know, they have to be aggressive because they're down. They've got to get to the quarterback. They've got to get stops. Nice job throwing the football there.
The clock winds down to the 2-minute timeout, and this offense will try to drain away the time and secure the victory. On 1st and goal, Missouri will try to strike Pater. They'll try to get it in with the run. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And it's not a surprise who they gave the football to. When you get down in this area, they're going to call his name. The physical back, they're going to give him the football. They're going to use their identity of physicality and run game down here in the red zone.
After getting nothing, it's 2nd and goal from the 6. The run up the middle, trying to find its way to the goal line. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line.
One thing you know with this guy, fullback, he's not going to fumble the football. And I think that's why they're handing it off to him in the 4th quarter with the lead.
Looking to convert, they'll go to the Wildcat. On the direct snap, it's Davis. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Missouri! They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3. And the extra point splits the uprights, and the lead balloons to 15. I want to put a little extra distance, give them a little cushion down the stretch.
And there was a little bit of hope, but you just snatched it away with that touchdown. This game is now over.
Tackled at the 24 and almost breaks even with the yardage he would have gotten with a touchback. Here comes the Texas offense. They'll get things started on this drive from the 24. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
But it was a nice job in play calling too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
On the play. Brings up.
And the Longhorns are facing 3rd and inches.
Here we go.
They'll try to pick up the first through the air. And the defense, they've got him at the 27. Down by multiple possessions. You can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. He's going up top here late in the game. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. Desperately wanted to convert on 4th down, but couldn't do it. Both of these teams are high-caliber squads, but it sort of felt as if these guys had something to prove today, and man, did they go out and do it.
Man, they proved it, and they proved they were better. They thought they were better coming in. We were talking to them. They had a lot of confidence. They said, we're not ranked as high as we should be, and now they just showed the whole world. This squad is for real. We're going to be discussing them in the playoffs in the future, and they made a statement today, Palmer.
Yeah, that's the thing, David. To me, after watching that absolute beatdown, you can't help but think to yourself, this is a college football playoff caliber team. If they play like that, moving forward, if they put their A game together in all 3 phases, this is a team we're going to be talking